Hello everyone, this is Carol. I am back to show you another journal that I've just completed. This time it is a design team project for ARTYmaze using her new kit, Foxgloves. I think there's another word to that and I can't think of what it is, so I will link it below. And this is also spoken for, so I had a custom order that Cindy wanted a botanical journal, and I thought this was the perfect kit to do that with. So I've also used several other kits of Andrea's. Everything in this book is Andrea's from ARTYmaze. So I will try to remember which kits I've used throughout the book, and if not, I will link it down below so you can go to her shop and see what she has to offer. This is 6 inches by 9 inches in size. It has a 2-inch spine, and I've used images from the kit for the front and the back cover. This is an image from the kit. I have used cheesecloth to back that with stickles to go around there, flat back gems to give it a little more sparkle. And I've made a little book plate. And this is lace behind this that was gifted to me. This is antique lace, and I'm loving using it. The friend that gave it to me says she would prefer I not mention her name, so that's okay. I am enjoying it so much. You know who you are, and I know you'll be watching this. And I've also used, her same trim that she sent me that is down the side here. And that is so beautiful. I don't know if you can see it. It's just little silk type bow type things with a little cream color in the thread through the center, but it just looks so pretty no matter what I use it on. I've used the ribbon. I've left it a little long, so that can be cut if you want to, and I've used eyelets, so it can also be changed to something different if you eventually want something different. We'll open up, and this book belongs to, that is a freebie that Andrea gave us a while back in our junk journal groups, and I use that all the time. It is so pretty. I've surrounded it with stickles also. Here's a tag I made from one of her kits. Those kits that I used were Foxgloves, Floral Collage, the Printable collage sheets. Time for Tea is another one that I used also. Okay, the first page is from the kit. I've made a pocket. I won't show everything in the pockets, but I have put something in all the pockets, so we'll leave that for some surprises when she gets this journal. I've added stickles to the bees and the foxglove flowers, the butterfly also. Turn the page, and that is another pocket here. I've got some goodies inside, and I've added the stickles to the flowers here. Here I have, what do you call that? With my Cuttlebug, I cannot think what you call that. But anyway, I've embossed it. I've embossed it using an embossing folder. Then I added ink over it and put some, this is Dollar Tree lace that I use all the time. I've sewn around most of these pages in this book also. And here's a tag. This tag is from one of Andrea's kits. And that, this, I need to show you, this is from Laura's shop, The Papered Soul. And I don't think Andrea will mind my sharing this. I purchased some seam binding from her, and she sent a little bit of this trim with it, and oh my goodness, I really, really like her seam binding. So I will link her shop to the bottom down here, and make sure that you check her things out too, because she has lots and lots of wonderful things to use for journal making, and she also sells journals and makes them herself too. So check her shop too, The Papered Soul, in Etsy. We'll turn the page here, and here's another one of Andrea's kits. And this, I believe, is Butterfly Delight from that kit. I have used acetate in between the page. I cut out an oval and trimmed it in some of my gifted lace here. You turn it over, you see this side, that's the Foxgloves kit that you see in there. And then here is the side with the Butterfly Delight image in it. And this is also a pocket. So you get a double view there with a pocket. Turn the page, and I've used pages from Foxgloves here. I've torn part of the page and made it into a pocket. This is another one of, I believe, this was a freebie that Andrea offered a while back also to our groups, our junk journal groups. And I didn't mention, most of you know that I do line all of my tags, so you have more writing to be able to do on those. This is, I believe it's 1906, this song sheet was taken from the book, and it is, I've added a pocket here, and here is another little place to write, and I printed on both sides. This is in the Foxgloves kit, and this is one of the tags. So I just double-sided printed it so that it would not just be plain on the inside. I've added stickles to the bees again, sewn around the pocket. And here is another part of a page that I have cut. Used a Martha Stewart punch, added some gems there. I didn't put any bow or anything on this particular tag. This is in, I believe this is in Floral Collage, one of the printable kits that we have in here. And this, like I said, I didn't put a tag in. I'm sorry. I'm really messing up this video. It's kind of late and I'm trying to get it done so I can get this out in the mail tomorrow, so sorry. This I've added a bow. This is the Foxgloves kit, and it has, of course, lined on the back. I added some lace to part of this page. I used stickles on the bee, added lace here, and this can also be used as a tuck spot if you would so choose to put paper, hold something in there, whatever you would want to. I've inked up with the Distress inks here. I have used the Flatback Gems and the Martha Stewart punch on the edge of that. Did some vellum there, have sewn around that. There's more lace. And this is a little belly band, and that opens up. It has a magnet in it, and this comes out. I have a little tab there so it'll stay in securely, and then you can open this up and there's more space to write, and just slip it back in to the little tab and put a flower on there. That's a Recollections flower, and that holds it in place, and you can have some secret writing space there. Here is another tuck spot, and this is a double tuck spot with one of the pages. You can put things inside of the top portion. Here's a tag from the kit, and there's the bottom tuck spot. Another tuck spot here, and I did not add a bow or anything to the top. It would be easier for it to go into the tuck spot, and just slip it in there. There's lace added, and here's the other side to that same page, and that is another tuck spot. I've added stickles. There's another tag. And I left the inside plain for writing space because I had so many pockets and text pockets in here. I felt I needed a little more writing space, so I just at the center of the signatures, and there are 2 signatures in here, I just left them plain. And then this is from Laura's shop again, from the Paper Soul. It is a alterations tag. I took the bottom off of the tag. I put a napkin, decoupaged napkin over it, took the bottom off, put it on the back, and made a pocket. Here's another one of the tags from her shop, the Paper Soul. I covered it with some of the ARTYmaze kit, and there, it's tucked in there, and there's kind of a hidden pocket in the back there. This postcard is from Foxgloves kit. Here is the doily, another page to write on. This is another one of the background pages that Andrea gives in the kit, and I love this. It's a pretty brown color. It's so pretty, and has a little bit of the pink kind of muted into it, so that works so well with everything in this kit and all the others. And here's another tag. Then here is more acetate in a pocket. I've put the Foxgloves behind it, and there is another tag from the Foxgloves kit. The other side of that, vellum, more writing space, another tag with Laura's seam binding on for a bow. I love that seam binding for bows. It just makes, I will use it for closures also, but it's so pretty as a bow. Here is another pocket made from the Foxgloves kit. This is the Tim Holtz, that layered slotted, it's a Spellbinders die. And so I've put all the little, there's lines on the back of all the tickets, and I put those in there. I won't take all of them out, but that is, those go into there. And then this is also a Spellbinders die, and it's a frame, and I put the slotted die, laid that image on top of there and framed it, and then this goes behind there, and it has another pocket. There's some little flowers that I had, and put the flat back gem in there. More of the Foxgloves images, and there is a tag. Now this is the other side of that song sheet, and if I didn't glue it in, this is the center from, well, it's not this one, it's the center, I believe. Well, you'll see that further on. It's the center of one of the acetate openings. And so I thought, oh, you know, that could be used for something, so I just made a journaling tag out of it and stuck it in there in the song sheet. Put another part of the page on there as a pocket. And here's another part of the page. I fussy cut it out, and you can write on here. You can, of course, write on the back behind there, and there's another tag with a bow. Another postcard made into a pocket, and here is the lace trim on it from Dollar Tree Lace is what that is. More Martha Stewart punch and writing space. And here is one of ARTYmaze tags from one of her kits. And this is the large one from that first pocket that you saw with the acetate. And I put lines on the back and made another journaling tag. This also can be a tuck spot up here if you want to use that for something. Then here is more of one of her kits. That's one of the collage kits. I believe I cannot think of the name of that one, but this is one of her tags, and I have used that with the butterfly. Put that in there. More foxgloves. Here is another pocket as well as the other side, and that ends the first signature. I've added lace in between the signatures, and again there's pockets here and a pocket here, and I have filled that with some things. Now this is another pocket, and there is more of Laura's seam binding, and there's the bee on the tag that I've used stickles on and made him a little more glitzy. Then when you open this, this is of course this is part of that oval that you saw earlier that I thought was from the front, but that is from there. There's acetate there. I've backed it with some of the paper. I believe that's from Time for Tea. When you open it up, I put a little half thing to hide the magnet there, and that's the little bee that has stickles on it, and I put pages to write on. There's several pages here, and then there are a couple of tickets and a pocket in the back and more lined paper to write on, and then of course you can write on the top of this. And that closes. That is a magnet. So you can't really tell there's anything in there so much, so there's more space to write private things that you don't necessarily want anyone to see or know about. Here's another one of the envelopes. This is from one of the collage kits, and I won't take that clear out, but I added paper in there that is more writing space. This was part, I cut that out from one of the pages and made it a closure, added some lace here, and then this tag is one of Andrea's double tags that you can open up. I've sewn around it and then made that kind of a belly band, put a little tab down here so that it could keep that from falling out. More writing space, Martha Stewart punch. I've done a little bit of stenciling throughout. This is from Tea Time background paper. I use that a lot, or Time for Tea, in Andrea's shop, and it's just a beautiful background, very muted and pretty, and it works with almost anything. That is one of the greatest things about ARTYmaze's kits, because very few of them do not go together. You can blend them and just do all kinds of things and fun things with them. So once you have more than two, you can just mix and match them all the time, which is what I do. So there's another tag. Put that in there. And more of the papered sole, the seam binding. And there's another song sheet from that book, 1906, I believe it was. And here is another one of Andrea's dress form tags, and here's a tag that I left a bow off because the bee, I didn't want to distort that, and I put stickles on there, put stickles on the foxgloves, goes into there. And then here is a little envelope that I make, and that has a little tiny place to write in there, so that can go in there. You can write something small, get a small note in there. I added one of the flowers that I make, a little tiny bit of lace, and did a little collage type thing there. And here's another one of those freebie tags that Andrea gave us a while back. I think these are so pretty. I thought it went so well in this book. Another postcard. I added lace down the side and lace at the top. more vellum. Here's another one of this is a journaling card. I've made it into a pocket. And then I had some extra paper left over and I made that into it, another journaling card, added lace on it, and it slips right in there, and the lace just kind of sticks out and you don't really know what that is unless you know that it's in there. And this is lace that I had from Hobby Lobby here. Another pocket there. There's another little pocket from one of the pages. Use the mini 8 punch there. There is another tag. Now, this is one of Andrea's large tags, and I made it into, you will see the rest of it on the other side, but I made a little kind of a half page out of it, put a pocket on it. She provides the pockets for this tag, and I cannot remember, I think that was a freebie that she gave us, but I've used it as such. I lined it in the back. There's an extra little gem there that I need to put on there. And then this are some of the small tags, and I put a little, a thingy in there. What do you call those? And anyway, that gives you lots of space to write there. And there's more space to write. Here is the lace that I've added. Here's another page that I've made into a pocket. I cut out a little frame here from, I believe that's also a Spellbinders frame. And I just added it kind of, it's not straight, it's just on there to frame the flower there. And there's another tag. This time on the doily, I added some of the background paper that Andrea has, and here's some of the antique lace that I was given. Put some cheesecloth behind that and lace around it, and I just thought that made a little different frame, and then you can write on that side of the doily. There's another pocket made from one of the pages, and there's a tiny little pocket there that could be used for maybe one of the tickets or little notes, whatever. And there is another journaling card. And you saw that journaling card as a pocket back in front of this signature. And there's the center of the second signature. And here is another, this is background paper that I've made an envelope with. Put lace for the closure. There's, you can put something in there. I didn't put anything in there. I do have a lot of extras going with this journal, so I thought that would be something that you could use for whatever something of your choice. And then I put a tab on this journaling card, and that's cut from a scrap of one of the papers, and there's writing space on the back. That goes into here, and this is part of one of the pages that I have made. I didn't let anything go to waste in this kit. It is all so beautiful and so pretty that I just wanted to use every bit that was in the kit that there was to use. I've made a belly band, added lace on both sides of that, and here's, I won't take that completely out, but I have paper in there more to write. I've used a punch on there, and you can see some more of, this is an envelope that comes with the kit. And here is another envelope that Andrea has that she had gifted us, and I made the tall envelope. I made it out of some of the collage paper in one of the kits, and I made a long tag, and so there's writing space in there, and then I've done the little closure here, and just kind of tied that so that it'll stay apart. It just looks prettier that way, I thought. And there is another tag. And there's a a little bit of a corner spot that I made from a scrap of paper and then added the lace. And here's lace here, of course, at the top from the Dollar Tree lace. And this is the other side of that tag that I had shown you. I put a hinge on it and made 2 tags. This is from the collage paper, and there is a little paper in there to write on. Made a little tuck spot out of the lace here, and did stickles around the clock and the florals. Here is another one of those ovals that I have used. Made it into a journaling card, another part of a page. And here is one of the, this was a library card, and I added the foxgloves on there, and here's the card that goes into that. And here is another tag from the foxgloves, and more of the seam binding bow. And here is the other side of that vellum. Another little, this was one of her tags in the kit, and I made a pocket out of it. There is a tag and another journaling card that's in the kit. And here's background paper, and I added some lace up here and made that a pocket. So there's lots and lots of space for things to keep writing paper or secret notes or whatever. And here's some paper that I had that I put for more writing. And of course you can write on any empty space in these journals. You can write any space you find on these. And then here is the another tag here. Here is a pocket that I made from one of the kits. And the other side of that song sheet, there's another tag. And here's a tag that is from one of the kits. And there's a journaling card that I made into a pocket. Here's one of the little, I don't know what you call these, but I make them. I made it from heart, took a piece of the paper with the bee on it, did the stickles on the bee, added some flat back gems and one of the bell pins, and so it can hang, and that can be removed, and you can use it for whatever, anything else too. And then here's another little tag, and I've got there's a, or not a tag, an envelope, and there's something in there that can be written on. I won't take it completely out, so there will be some surprises. And I've made, this is background paper that I've made into a pocket. More writing space there. Here is another envelope, and there again, this one has a card, a journaling card in it. And I've taken a Martha Stewart punch, made a belly band out of it, added some flat back gems, and there it is. I thought that just added more bright color to the page and the envelope, and it kind of gives it a closure too. Now this is another die that I had that I ran through my Cuttlebug and the clock, and I made that into a pocket. And there's the little one of the tickets that are in the kit, and you just slip that right in to the pocket there. And I thought that was kind of different. There's the tags, and here was what this is the Foxgloves kit. This kit is the Time for Tea. That is a background paper in that. And just to show you how Andrea's, her papers just all match, and it's so easy to mix and match them, and just they go so pretty together and so well. And there is another tag. There's lots and lots of tags in here. And there's some paper that I won't take out, but there's a journaling card. I took background paper, made a tuck spot, and then I added a journaling card to that and have sewn around both and made that kind of a different, unusual tag. There's more of paper from the kit, and I've used stickles on all of that, and there's a pocket here and a pocket here, and that brings us to the back of the journal, to the end of the journal. And here is this is one of the butterflies that I make, and it's one of Andrea's butterflies, and I made a little belly band there, and inside this envelope is the letter that I put in every journal, so it just kind of tells you a little bit about what I feel about journal making, what you can do. I've used some words from some of the other letters that I've seen, and so this is one of Andrea's envelopes. Her envelopes are so beautiful. I believe this one is from Butterfly Delight, I believe that one is from. There's the mini 8 punch that I've used for the tuck spot there. And that concludes this journal, and I will be back with some more. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please put a like on the video. Subscribe if you haven't. I'm getting closer to 1,000, so I will be doing something special when I get there. And I will be sending this off to its owner tomorrow, and I'm hoping she's going to love it. I hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you for taking time to watch, and I will be back soon with another video. Thank you.